Hello, coaches. Welcome back to another episode of Coach Better Spotlight. Today, we're chatting with Melanie Smith, who oversees the K-12 counseling program, as well as K-12 PBIS, SEL, and crisis teams for a large school district in Washington state. Melanie's district-level perspective provides clear direction for how to create successful coaching cultures in a large school district, plus some excellent comparisons about what makes coaching work and what makes coaching fail. In today's Spotlight episode, we highlight the most critical element in coaching success in all of the schools that Melanie has worked with. If you enjoyed this clip, make sure to catch the full podcast episode, which includes many more strategies and steps coaches can take to scale their program to a whole school or district-wide level. If you enjoy any part of this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more conversations like this, please subscribe to our channel and click the notifications bell to find out every time we release a new episode. Remember, you can also listen to the full Coach Better episode wherever you get your podcasts. We are passionate about the impact coaching can have on student learning, school culture, and teacher professional growth, and we want to help you coach better. We've got some great opportunities for more learning after today's conversation, so stick around all the way to the end. Welcome back to another episode of Coach Better. I'm excited this morning to be joined by Melanie Smith. And Melanie, can you introduce yourselves to our audience, please?
Sure. So my name is Melanie, and I am currently working in Washington State at a very large district. We have about 33,000 students with 56 different schools, which is a new thing for me. And I work with all of our K-12 school counselors and then our K-12 PBIS coaches in all of our buildings. So that's about 200 people that I'm working with, which is a bit of a difference coming from overseas previously to be back in the U.S., but it's great.
You have been in many different environments. Have you ever felt like you had a time where you didn't really think that coaching was super valuable, and then you kind of made a transition over? You're like, oh, this is why coaching is so great.
No, like I wish I could say that, but in every building I have worked with, whether it be a high school, a middle school, an elementary school here in the States or overseas, I think the biggest difference has been maybe they weren't titled coaches. So I've always been very fortunate to work with collaborative staffs, to work with amazing people, to work with just a great wealth of knowledge and a great wealth of skill. I don't know that they were always called coaches. So the one way that I would see the coaching be more valuable than just saying, hey, as a staff, we're collaborating is it's really hard to be a coach and a teacher. It's really hard to have that time to do both. And it starts to cause a little burnt out. Like I'm doing all of these things. And the last thing I want are my coaches to burn out. And I can even think of a couple right now who, just because of the needs of their building, they're doing both. They're teaching full time and they're a coach, and they're tired and they're overwhelmed and so we're not getting the best coaching out of them. Not to say that they're not good coaches, but there's only so much to go around. And so as an administrator, to say, if I value this, I'm going to put some of my resource behind it so I can give you time to go and infuse the building. I'm going to give you time to go and infuse our culture. And I would say that's where the shift, at least for me, has been. And I think that's a shift even for some of our schools, to say, even though funding is tight, I value your expertise and your opinion and your ability to make relationships and your ability to partner with staff to get us to this initiative. I'm going to give you that time because teachers work hard. They are working when they go home. They are working on the weekends. We're working over summer. We're going to trainings and conferences. So to be able to say, okay, I'm going to take this resource and allow it to then resource our building to where you're not full-time in a classroom. That's where I think the shift has been for me, rather than just saying, hey, we have a great collaborative staff who loves to partner in team, which is valuable in and of itself. But then to have that additional person that you can pull on and rely on as a resource is pretty nice. And buildings who don't have that are missing that extra piece.
That is such a good point, and I never looked at it that way, and really appreciate how clearly you described all of that. The idea that so many schools do use teachers as coaches because they are concerned about the financial constraints, right? Mm-hmm. But it's the critical piece of valuing the role and understanding how much of a difference the role can make to put the money towards that, to be able to allow the coach to be successful. Just the way you frame that is so clear. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Hopefully my district will agree.
Oh my gosh. I totally am going to put that clip online, because that clip is the one that I think so many coaches need to just be like, here you go, leadership team, watch this 3 minutes. Now you understand.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time this evening in Washington State and this morning here in Bangkok. I really appreciate your perspective, because you have so much experience in so many different buildings and so many different spaces. It really ties together the big picture of why and how coaching can have such a powerful impact on our schools.
Well, thanks. It was nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out our premium facilitated online courses. We only offer them once a year, and early bird registration is open right now. We have 13 amazing courses you can choose from. Each course is 8 weeks long and goes in depth into a focused topic and includes our best content to take your learning to the next level. Check out all the options in the link below. Courses run from October 7th to December 1st, 2019, and we won't run them again till next year, so don't miss it.
If you've enjoyed any part of this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more great conversations about coaching with inspiring educators from around the world, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notifications bell to find out every time we release a new episode. To hear the full-length conversation, subscribe to the Coach Better podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
And if you're looking for even more resources to help you coach better, head over to edurolearning.com/coachbetter to explore over 20 online courses designed by coaches for coaches. Catch us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Eduro Learning to connect with us. See you next week on Coach Better Spotlight.